So yeah, okay, the story goes like this. I was in grade 7, many years ago, and it was my first Remembrance Day ceremony in junior high, and I had volunteered to do poems. And I was with a group of people, and we all decided to meet at lunch, and we were assigned poems by the teacher that was leading it. And the poem that I was assigned was called "This Was My Brother." And so I read through the poem in my head, and then I kind of stomped my foot down on the ground. I'm not reading this poem. And if you're not familiar with the poem, there's a phrase in the poem where it says that my brother built me a dollhouse when I was 7. And of course, I was way too proud to get up and say that my brother built me a dollhouse. I was a boy. This was ridiculous. You know, the world has changed a lot since the time that I was in grade 7, and we grow a lot, and we think, you know, it's just a poem, and why would I be embarrassed? But at the time, I ended up getting the poem in Flanders Fields, and I read that instead, and I got some compliments afterwards. But I guess when I look back, I'm like, why didn't I just do the poem that I was assigned? So here now, many years later, is the poem by Mona Gould. This was my brother. This was my brother at Dieppe, quietly a hero who gave his life like a gift, withholding nothing. His youth, his love, his enjoyment of being alive, his future, like a book with half the pages still uncut. This was my brother at Dieppe, the one who built me a dollhouse when I was 7, complete to the last picture frame, nothing forgotten. He was awfully good at fixing things, at stepping into the breach when he was needed. That's what he did at Dieppe. He was needed. And even death must have been a little shamed at his eagerness. By Mona Gould for her brother, Howard McTavish. Mr. McTavish was killed in the war in 1942, and his sister, Mona Gould McTavish, died later in 1999.